Hello everyone, this is my first video actually speaking in English. It is quite weird because I don't used to do this kind of videos, but I just want to share my experience learning English and hopefully you can learn something and acquire my knowledge. While I was starting this journey, it was almost 2 years, and my first year I just spend my time learning how to learn the main language English, and that's why I focus in the tactics, the techniques, and not in learning the language specifically because I wanted to learn deeply how the brain works and how can I adapt those knowledge in order to learn in general all English, because English is like an iceberg and it is so big that you can't even imagine how in all the categories that you can learn. And that's why I do this kind of videos. This is called comprehensible input. And if you know what is that, or if you don't even know, it is the way to learn English in your current level. It might be A1, A2, it doesn't even matter. But what really takes is to understand you the language, because if it is in the same level that you have right now, it is going to be increasingly, and it is going to be easy because you are going to learn progressively in your current level. If it is A1 and you understand most of the things that I'm saying right now, probably you are in a B2 level. And I don't hesitate to say that because this is quite difficult to understand. And most of the time, most of you guys, you all have a good level of English, but the problematic that I saw in some of my students is that they don't have like the confidence to speak in English because they don't, most of the time they don't have the time to deeply understand the language. And that's what really get me the most of the results right now. And that's why I have this level of English, because i I got the deeply level because I focus 1 year spending how to learn the language deeply, and the other year I spent just focusing on learning the language. And that's why I'm here, because I immerse myself in the language, selling to foreigners, and that's not at all easily, but I developed all of those skills, and I don't even know how, but it is just a matter of time. If you have passions, it is going to be possible everything with your discipline. And honestly, that's the main goal here. You don't have to focus on the goal. You have to focus in the process and the habits that you have to acquire day by day, and apply that like a list, and just do that, because that's the only way that you are going to progress. And also, there are some ways that it is going to help you, and that's right, like communities, like speaking clubs, like this type of videos, and you can listen to podcasts. I almost every day listen to podcasts when I was commuting to the university, and it was amazing because I was learning so much about the topics that I love. And also, not only that, but the most important part of that, it is that are the topics that I love to listen to and to have conversations about fitness, self-development books, and are all the things that I love to do day by day, and I just implement that in my English learning process, and that's why I acquired this grammatical way of speaking. Also, I have the fear sometimes of missing some words, making mistakes, and my piece of advice is that you don't have to focus on that because we are all learning, even though I speak Spanish in my native way because it's not my second language. But honestly, I do mistakes in my own language, and I hopefully just encourage you to do all the mistakes that you can, even though it is going to be embarrassed. But that's the only way to improve in life. If you don't push yourself and fail, how do you supposed to be better than you now? So I can't even explain myself, but this is the way that I learn English, and I hopefully that you understand and comprehend what I just accomplished. Maybe it's not that much, but English is just a way to connect with cultures, and that's the meaning of progressing in life. I don't know, but I love it. I love it to improve myself in all the areas that I can. And honestly, if you put yourself a goal and you target that as your focus point of discipline, you're going to achieve everything that you want. And that's all the things that I have done. And I hope that you follow these steps. Honestly, it's not that hard, it just requires discipline and not be hard on yourself because this is an ongoing process that it is going to take you time. And honestly, the bar is up there. You put the limits, the limits of your mind, and if you don't control your mind, who is going to rule the world for you? So you have to rule yourself, and hopefully we will get there. And I see you in the next video. I hope that this video is going to improve yourself a lot. So thank you for watching, and I see you, and subscribe and take the time to comment in the section in the description below of this video. And yeah, I will read all the messages and improve as a community. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next time. Peace out.